Dear friends, I hope this message finds you well. Or I should say as well as can be, giving me overwhelming and tumultuous times in which we find ourselves. Not a day goes by, not a moment goes by that we don't find ourselves thinking about Eretz Yisrael, davening for Eretz Yisrael, learning for Eretz Yisrael, thinking about our precious and holy soldiers, our brothers and sisters who have demonstrated such overwhelming and incredible strength and achdus. And of course, we 6,000 miles away are trying to find so many different things that we can do. So before I get into what we can do, let me share with you a thought. This week's parasha, Kadosh Baruch Hu tells Avram Avinu a sentence, a phrase that changed the entire trajectory and course of the human experience. V'amer Shem al Avram, Lech Lecha. Lech Lecha, Avram Avinu, leave me'artzecha, from your land, mimoladetcha, your birthplace, m'beis avicha, from your father's home, ela aretz asher araka, go to the land that I will show you. 2 words, Lech Lecha, go, began or set Avram Avinu on a journey that again changed his life and is impacting our lives to this very day. And the great tzaddik Rabbi Nachman of Breslov says something so beautiful. The Rebbe explains, Baruch Hu could have just told Avram Avinu, Lech, go. Why Lech Lecha, which we translate as go for yourself? And the Rebbe says something so beautiful, that the journey of Lech Lecha was not simply a journey, a geographic journey. It was a personalistic journey. Lech Lecha means journey to yourself. Discover who you really are. See Avram Avinu over here, with your father, with your family, right, in Aram Naharaim, in these places where you're living, these foreign lands where idolatry is so rampant, where you're an outsider, you're going to have a very limited impact, and you're never really going to discover your true kohos. But Lech Lecha, if you journey, not only will you find a new land, not only will you find a new destiny, but you'll find something even greater. You'll find yourself. Discover who you really are. Lech, go, travel, lecha, to the you. As Rabbi Nachman says, go to find the ani. Go to find the I. Who am I? What am I? That was the journey of Avram. And then we all take these kind of journeys of self-discovery throughout life. But one of the things I think that kind of pushes us on this journey is crisis. And when we find ourselves in difficult times, it often requires us to dig down deep within ourselves to discover something that maybe we never knew we possessed. A koach, a strength, an ability, a skill set that maybe up until this point has been undiscovered or dormant. And these days in which we are living are no exception. We see what Klal Yisrael has discovered. We see the incredible and beautiful and magnificent achdus, the unity that exists within our ranks. For so many of us, we've never seen unity like this. Never seen the various segments of Jewish society working together towards one goal. And it's beautiful and it's incredible. We see the care and concern that one Jew is exhibiting for another. We see the love, the empathy, the extra davening, the extra learning, the extra gashmias, the physicality, all of the collections. And dear friends, this is where we step in. Because it is these days that we have to have our own Lech Lecha, that we have to dig down deep within ourselves to make a difference as well. It's all too easy to think that I fulfill my obligations towards my people by keeping informed about the news, right? As long as I check the news, I know what's going on, that's enough. Being informed is absolutely important, but that is not the totality of my achrayus to Klal Yisrael. It's during these times of crisis that we have an obligation of Lech Lecha as well, to dig within ourselves, to look within ourselves, to ask ourselves, what could we do? And I want to draw your attention to 2 things. Number 1, there is a rally by Penn Station this Sunday at 12 o'clock p.m. Now, maybe some of us may say to ourselves, you know what, I'm not really the rally type. It's not my thing. I'm not into the public displays. It is important to understand that the eyes of the world are upon us. Those forces that oppose Israel, and what we've clearly seen is they don't just simply oppose Israel, they oppose the Jewish people. And many of these movements and many of these rallies contain rabid anti-Semitism. Not just about the state of Israel, Am Yisrael. And we have an obligation to go out and rally in support of a cause. It's not just a cause. We have an obligation to go out and show the world that we support our beautiful homeland, that we support our holy army, and that we are fully supportive and stand behind this war, which is not simply a war against Hamas. It's not a war against the terror entity. It's the ultimate war of good versus evil. So I urge you, please, we all have different things that we have to do on Sundays, right? We're all pulled in Baruch Hashem so many different directions. This is important. This is a Lech Lecha moment, literally Lech Lecha. Go and find yourself, roll up your sleeves and do something. Do something for your people. Make your voice heard. The power of these gatherings are in the numbers that they attract. We are, Baruch Hashem, part of a major Jewish community. We could take a few minutes to stand and be counted amongst those who love Am Yisrael and Eretz Yisrael. Sunday, 12 o'clock, October 29th, Penn Station. I'm going to be there, and I hope that Amirat Hashem, all of you will join me as well. Below in the email, you will also find so many different ways to go ahead and contribute. Baruch Hashem, there are so many things that we could do for our soldiers, for our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael, for those families who have been displaced. And in the email below, you can see the totality of different ways to connect, different ways to contribute, different ways in which we could literally, again, roll up our sleeves and be part of Am Yisrael. We are living in times of Lech Lecha. We are living in times where we could dig deep within ourselves and discover the kochos we never knew we had. We could dig deep within ourselves and discover that yes, we could make a difference, each of us, in our own way. Some of us in bigger ways, some of us in smaller ways, but we all have the ability to make a difference. Avram Avinu's Lech Lecha forever changed the world. Our smaller Lech Lecha during these days of urgent need for Klal Yisrael could change our world and can change Am Yisrael as well. Thank you in advance for your participation, your monetary participation, all the various things in that we are doing as a Kehillah and as part of the greater community, your physical participation in the rally this coming Sunday in Hallel. We should be Zocheh Amirat Hashem to a swift resolution of this war with the accomplishment of all the objectives of our holy army. And Hallel, we should be Zocheh Amirat Hashem to enter into an everlasting period of Shalom. B'mehera b'yameinu. Amen.